So it's been a while since I did any kind of update on this truck. Finally got a real intercooler on it. So going from the little eBay guy, it's a 4-inch core, but it's I think it's only 2.5 inch. So we're going up to 3.5-inch inlet and outlet. It's a 6-inch core. On3 performance. I don't know, looks pretty good. The reason for that is that getting a bigger turbo, obviously scrapping this little eBay, well, I got it off Amazon, but you get the point. Too small for this motor. It's supposed to be a 6870. It was just choking out in the higher RPMs. It made good boost until then though. But yeah, so I think it's more suited for like a 4.8 or a 5.3 with this 6.0, it's just a little too much gas. Yeah, so right now, trying to fit this in here, and not too concerned about AC for this truck, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the condenser right out. I left it in before only because I had attached the trans cooler to it. So, gotta get that off. Okay, so I got the brackets off for the trans cooler, and voila, much more room. I think that is still the V6 radiator. I got a new one for it, but I'm pretty sure I got it for the 6-cylinder. Maybe not, I don't remember. But it's not the extra wide one anyway, so I'll still be able to fit 4-inch pipe through the side there. That's only 2.5 for reference, but sorry, we're putting 3.5, not 4-inch. So with the smaller radiator, we'll be able to fit the 3.5-inch intercooler piping through, because that's what size the inlet is, and I want to stay the same size piping all the way through. All right, so I got the trans cooler tucked out of the way, and I'm gonna see now how this 6-inch core intercooler fits on this poor Sierra. So there it is. It is sitting in there how it would be if it were mounted, more or less. It's pretty close to the radiator, but that is in the bumper actually, so that means that the grill should fit. Might have to do a little bit of trimming on the corners, but I'd almost say that sits in further than the old one did, because I had it just mounted on the outside of the cross member here. Still gonna have to integrate that kind of with the frame of the intercooler is the idea. So I want to have the latch, which mounts right here, be part of the mount for the intercooler, because it still needs to continue down, and now that the intercooler is in the way, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna measure and get it marked out where I need to cut it and see about fitting that in there. But I'm pretty happy with how this fits so far. I think it is gonna look pretty tight behind the grill there, but it's better than sticking out. I got it mounted a little more the way I actually want it to be sitting, which is higher up, because there's a lot more room to sneak that charge pipe through there in the middle behind the headlight. So basically, without the trans cooler there, that's more than enough room to sneak 4-inch pipe back to the big dog turbo that's going in there. The big one to replace this one is a 8896. It's an S488, Chinese of course, not any brand name, but it will get the job done. This thing got the job done too. It just fell off once you got above like 4,000 RPM. They really just kind of lost it. But yeah, so I'll show you what else I got here. There's only one tire on for now because, well, I was waiting on the kit, because this is the tire that we have on it now, which is a 295 65 15 Mickey Thompson ET Street. And I got these conversion brackets, the dual caliper brackets, which is why there's 4 calipers sitting there and 2 sets of pads, to run these 15-inch wheels in the back, which, as you can see, I already have mounted on this side. The offset was definitely a lot wider than I wanted it to be, but these wheels are off Amazon and they're really cheap. So once I get these installed, I'll have both tires on there. And the piping kit I got, because I'm going to 3.5 inch, which is what this pipe is right here. It's all aluminum charge piping. And I got this from CX Racing, which they're not supposed to be terrible, but the piping's perfect. It's all 3.5. All the clamps they gave me are 3.5, but the boots are 4 inch. They're huge. Can't really see it like that, but they are. They're 4 inch clamps on 4 inch hose couplers on a 3.5 inch pipe. All of them, all the ones in the box. So gonna wait on them to get back to me on what to do there. They might want me to send the whole box back. Hopefully not. Hopefully they just send me the boots. So today's project is to get these old backing plates and emergency brakes off and get the axles pulled to install the 15-inch conversion kit so that these wheels and tires will fit. The kit is pretty much just those two pieces of aluminum right there. You can get a single caliper, but I wanted to go with like a handbrake setup for the second caliper, so I figured might as well get the dual. So it's got I think it's off of like a 90s Chevy truck, the calipers, I believe. I'm not 100%, but either way, they give you the info right on their website for the part numbers that you need. Pretty cool kit. 170 bucks, really not bad. I mean, I know it's just a piece of aluminum that's tapped, but still. So yeah, gonna get the, already got the wheels off. Gotta pull the rear cover, which I had to do anyway, because as you can see right here, the pinion seal is leaking, which it was new when we put the locker in this rear end, or the limited slip rather. So gotta figure that out. But yeah, I'm gonna get the fluid drained so I can pull the axles so that I can get the new brake kit on. So I will film as I go. Drop that bolt. Okay, so the drive shaft is out. Got it just hanging up there. Clearly that seal is leaking, and it was new. So we'll get that pulled out, take a look at it. And yeah, still gotta get the fluid drained here. No! That's what's awesome about this little pan with the mesh in it. I love that thing. No more dropping your drain plugs or whatever right to the bottom of Atlantis or wherever they go. Ready to see what fluid looks like that does not need to be changed? Oh my, look how clean it is. This is sad. This hurts. I know it's only like a couple dollars worth of fluid, but still sad. All right, I'm gonna pop this off and get back with you. All right, so got the cover off. There's that Jags Yellow Spring Special. Good to see the paint's holding up. 10 miles. All right, so I'm not by any means an expert on this stuff. As far as the wear pattern, I see a little, looks like kind of a lot on the inside of the tooth, but I mean, overall, it looks pretty far in. It looks like it's biting. So I don't know, I'm gonna have my dad look at that because he's a lot better with this kind of stuff. So first step is to pull this bolt here, which holds the pin in. It's 8mm. Boop. Now this pin, I forget from which end. I don't know if it goes this way or the other way. Yep, it goes the other way. All right, I'm gonna try to turn it still. Here. So it's not a big deal, but the pin dropped down there. I just gotta get the pry bar. Oh, good. Yeah, it wedged itself too. That's good. Good. All right, I put the camera down for a second and get this pin out. Okay, so now with that center pin out of there, you can see that the axle has more room now to go in. So basically, I'm just gonna go over to this side and watch right here. Push the axle in as far as it'll go. Over here's the magnet, just like so. Sometimes it'll just fall out. The axle's out. I can pull the backing plate off. Now I'm just gonna take a zip wheel to this, the axle housing here, clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna throw some anti-seize on there because I'm putting aluminum, bolting aluminum up to steel, so I want to have some kind of, you know, corrosion inhibitor there. Okay, so got it cleaned up. I sprayed some copper spray gasket stuff on there because I had some kicking around, and it's pretty much the same as anti-seize. So now, boop. All the bolts line up. So this side is installed, and yeah, basically ready to throw the axle back in and bolt the brakes on. No, the line's hooked up yet, but there's the dual caliper kit. I'm about to throw the wheel up there and see if it fits. Good news, it fits. They clear with a ton of room. Kind of hard to see there, but they have a ton of room, so easily fit a 15-inch wheel. That's an aluminum wheel. Also don't have much back spacing on here, but there you can see how much room you really have. That's awesome. So you don't have to grind anything or do anything for it to fit. I'm still just putting back together, just waiting on my RTB to tack up to put back together the diff. I got the pin in it and all that already. It's ready to go, as you can see. So just gotta add some fluid afterwards, and I gotta do this side now. Throw the calipers on this side. Yeah, super happy with this and how it turned out. 1320 wheels. So I'm gonna do the voiceover for the rest of this just because the fan noise in the shop was pretty overwhelming. So as you can see, I got the turbo mounted up. I got the start of the piping kind of mocked up for where I wanted it to be. I got to finish bead rolling all the connections still. So I'll have to show you how I'm doing that with a pair of vice grips. And but yeah, so far so good. I'm waiting on some silicone couplers and a few more minor things just to get it all bolted together. I still have to integrate the intercooler here at the top into the hood latch mount because there was a piece of aluminum there from factory that kind of connects the top to the bottom of the core support. So, but other than that, yeah, it's coming along pretty good. And I still have to get the fender exit done. I'm not actually using the fender that's on the truck, so that's why I haven't really done anything more than finish it off the back of the turbo here. But it's going to go directly out the fender there, straight out. For now, anyway. Someday I might pull a full exhaust on it, but... Alright, so this is going to be first start with the new turbo. Right now I kind of got that downpipe just kind of jerry-rigged on there. It's welded up, but the bung's not, you know... I gotta finish the extension, get the fender off there and all that, but for now, I wanna hear this thing run. I've been waiting long enough. I got the pipes just slip fit right now. Some of the clamps are tight, some aren't, but it'll be plenty enough to get it running. So I'm gonna set the camera up on the tripod here